up in Southern Iowa on a farm. There are so many things that I developed because I was a farm kid. I loved being on the farm and being with animals. In 2008, my husband and I decided it was time for me to go back to work full-time, and that's really when I started to notice some of the symptoms of acromegaly. Once we found out I was going to have surgery, I was actually very excited. After that first surgery, when I woke up, it was amazing, the difference. I felt like I had my life back. I felt like really it had been an imposter for the last couple years. And then a few months after that first surgery, I started to feel not well again, fatigue and headache, and really felt like I did before. And so I had a second surgery just that 6 months later. And after that surgery, I didn't return to normal life. In fact, I had very debilitating fatigue and headache, and this drug on for 3 years at least. When I started to look for answers, it's so important to have a healthcare team that you can trust, that you do feel like cares about you personally. When it comes to treating acromegaly, because it's so rare, it's important to be in the hands of someone that sees it regularly. I identified a pituitary center in California, and the first time I spoke with them was in January. By the middle of March, I had spoken to the neurosurgeon, and we had determined that a third surgery needed to be scheduled. And by the first part of May, my husband and I were flying to California. 6 weeks after my third surgery, we started me on a monthly injection to keep my levels in the normal range. I'm very thankful to have medication to help control my levels. It can be inconvenient sometimes because I do need to get it right at 28 days. A lot of times I have to look at months in advance to see, is that date going to fall on a holiday or on a weekend, or even planning travel around that injection. My husband and I went to the Acromegaly Community Conference, and I was excited to meet other people that had acromegaly because I knew that they completely understood me without saying a word. It was amazing having my husband go to the conference with me. He's very supportive and has been very supportive and understanding, but for him to hear other people with acromegaly share what they've gone through, and all in a positive, really positive and encouraging way. They didn't want others with this disease to have to go through what they have to this point. And so in sharing my story, if it'll help just one person that's either been diagnosed with acromegaly, or maybe it's a caregiver that knows someone with acromegaly, then I want to be able to share that. I want to be able to encourage someone else that yes, it's a tough disease, but you can have support, you can get help, and you can lead a somewhat normal life.